and there would only be one main meal a day. You'd have a lot of vegetables in the garden, you would have fish, there'd be no meat. You'd only have meat on special feast day, like fiddle or whatever it is. Now, you'd also be allowed a pound of bread a day and a gallon of ale, sir.
Oh, yes.
Oh, I don't feel like it like that.
A day?
A gallon of ale a day you were allowed, but, this is the but, your ale's only been brewed a couple of days, so it ain't very strong, you see, because we cannot drink the water here. Now, I keep moving about in all the area, I've got to look, and I've landed up eventually here, working in this kitchen, because this is a wonderful place to be. This is the kitchen where we do the cooking just for the abbot, his guests, right? Our abbot, Richard Whiting, he lives in a big house, just the other side of that wall there. And if you go out to the passages where Alkanet is, out that door to the passages, there's a great big hall. Do you know, sometimes, in truth, we have to feed up to 500 people in this kitchen. We have a great fire going there and there, and we've been cooking oxen, on the spits, oxen, lambs, deer, swan. See, the abbot holds a place in the Houses of Parliament, so he entertains the noblemen. This is where we do the best cooking here. Wonderful place to be. I enjoyed working here, but the pay is not very good. I would, though, like to take you on very briefly to a day I think I shall never ever forget. Because you see, it was the day that this monastery closed. You know, about 4 years ago, the King's men, they'd been sent out, well, Dr. Layton, Mr. Pollard, a few of them, they'd been sent all over the country. And any monastery or priory that had an income of under £200, you know, they were just closing. And we were getting very concerned here. We have 48 brothers here, 48. And they come down here to check our account books. Do you know, sir, we were the second wealthiest abbey in England. Westminster had all the money, but Glastonbury had vast farms and estates right down to the coast. And in the summer of 1539, because our abbot Richard Whiting would not sign this abbey over to the crown, King's men come down from London. In the summer of 1539, they hammered in at the north door there. That was the main entrance to our abbey. They come here, they sent all our brothers in disarray. They came down to arrest our abbot. Our abbot went there in his big house behind me. He did right over most days. He had what we call a summer class at Sharpen, just across the moors there. And King's men went across there, and they arrested our abbot. Sir, have you heard of a place in London called the Tower? Yeah. Do you know they took our abbot to the Tower in London? He were imprisoned in the Martin Tower in the Tower for 2 months. And then in November, what I call the dead of the year, Richard Pollard escorted our abbot down from London to Wells across the moors there. And our abbot was put through a false trial, a mock trial. They reckoned, the King's men, that they'd found treasonous writings here against the King, all to do with that divorce. They also reckoned that they'd found a lot of gold and silver hidden in the grandeur that were not in our account books. It was not true. It wasn't true. And you know, at the end of this trial, the indictment that was written out, it stated that our abbot was a traitor, and he was accused and found guilty of treason to the king. That's what he was accused of. They escorted our abbot back across that causeway there, Sir Richard Pollard, on the 15th of November, to take one last look at this wonderful abbey measure. Do you know, our abbot was 80 years old. He was a frail old man, and they strapped his body to a hurdle. It's like a fence we made here. Strapped him, his frail by the wrists and ankles, and they tied this hurdle to the back of the horse, and they dragged our abbot's body through the streets of our town, through the great street there past our church. There's a foot of that toriel there where our Abbott was hung, alongside two brothers from this Abbey, Brother Roger and Brother John. Do you know, Brother John was our Abbey treasurer. Brother John was a novice, he hadn't been here that long. Then our Abbott was drawn, quartered,